I want to offer us some kind of stress relief and some body release tonight. Thank you so much for joining us at a different time so the California folks could jump in here as needed. My heart really goes out to everyone affected by the fires. Grew up with fires in Santa Barbara, so I don't completely understand the devastation, but I see you going through it. So I want to be witness to you and extend out what we can. I know a couple of my friends and a couple of our flossers have lost their homes. So we'll send out good energy if we're not the ones impacted, and we'll also keep everyone who is impacted in our thoughts and our prayers and in our movements. So here we go. Let us begin. Does anyone have anything specific, especially California folks, if you have anything in your body and a zone that you might need referenced and flossed out tonight, here for you if you want to make a request? I'll give you a second. Lungs, of course, Jennifer. Yes, look at your lungs
Yeah,
going.
lungs
Uh,
for sure.
Lungs for Laura. Okay.
Yeah.
In progress.
Sorry, Lily, what was that? Maybe she just didn't mean to come on. Okay, beautiful. Let us get flossing, and I'm going to go ahead and mute you. We are recording for those that couldn't join at this time. I see some of our European friends in here. Well done, staying up so late. Okay, here we go. Let's start with our classic warm-up. It is our first and foremost stress reliever floss. Let it connect us to the earth and to our bodies. Land your forearms underneath you, elbows under your armpits, knees a little wider than your pelvis. Pull your elbows back. Keep pulling your elbows back as you glide back. Feel the connection underneath your arm and your upper back. Relax to come forward. Take an inhale. Exhale to pull back as you slide back. As if the sensation in your body is an anchor, go ahead and link up with that and allow yourself to be present with the sensation, as if this moment is encompassed by the reality of moving your body on this mat, as if that's the only thing we had right now. In some ways, it really is the only thing we have. See if you can connect with yourself here. Any sensations, feelings, emotional releases that come up, let them flow through. Your body, as crucible, was made to feel what you're feeling, and it also has the tools to process. As you pull back, you'll feel that gentle pull into the lats, even dipping into the middle back, down into the lower back. Let the spread of the tissue be a gentle reminder of our aliveness. And then we'll add a little slide into the pelvis towards the right, a little slide to the left. Here we go, a couple rounds. Allow your pelvis to shift. Enjoy the change in the hip joint. And then how's our breath doing? Hopefully we're in safe, enclosed environments where our lungs can take deep breaths. My friend Kat was saying how she built herself a last minute air filter. I'm not sure how she did that, but I'm sure that's all over the internet right now. One more or two more until you're even. If that's something you're in need of, I can try to get the info. Let's flip our right palm, slide it over to the left side of your mat. You know it. Free up your left elbow, pop your left hand on your right wrist, lift up through your upper back. We're going into large intestine as it is the yang of the lungs, yin. So we're going into the support system for the lungs here right away, helping us eliminate, hopefully helping us eliminate any excess in the lungs or in our systems right now, eliminate any things we're holding on to. Large intestine also helps us let go. Dipping yourself over to the side, picking yourself up, and it helps us recognize our level of control and where we're not in control. Kind of some big themes, right? As we perhaps move through loss and grief, excuse me. Lift up with your middle back and dipping yourself over to the right. You're pushing down with your right forearm into the ground. You have two more times. Just starting to wake up the outer edge of this right shoulder, picking up the tissue underneath your scapula. Take a big breath on this last one. And then landing our left hand under the nose, bring the left fingers high to the sky. Big inhale through your chest. Exhale to release the arm down. Tuck through your toes. Land your hands under your armpits. Float your knees for 3, for 2, for 1. Any cardiovascular pickup today that feels challenging for those that are impacted in our lungs, go ahead and take it easy for yourself. Walk through your heels, walk through your hips. So any kind of heart rate lift, if it feels tough for your lungs, recognize that and let your body be a little gentle with yourself. And then roll yourself forward, find your plank. Take an inhale here. Tap your knees nice and gentle, barely an up dog, just widening the collarbones and the shoulder heads right to left. Let your pubic bone pull gently forward. And then exhale to pull yourself back. Big child's pose, big armpits, big wide sense in your upper back. And then pull yourself forward. Let's land our elbows down once again. This time we're going to fingertips like little frog pads together. So tap your fingertips together right in front of you. You're going to pull the elbows back, widen your knees. As you drag back, let's poke the pinkies towards the ground today. So a little bit different, just shifting our normal child's pose, adjusting the rotation in the shoulder, working the tissue in the upper back. Still, as you pull back, imagine poking the pinkies into the ground, the very tips of the pinkies, a little different, kind of a play for the triceps. I don't know why, but triceps and lungs for me, always in association. When I work on people, if I can't get their lungs to open, I go into their triceps and then go back to their lungs. Oftentimes we get a little bit of release. Let's go for one more. Pulling the elbows back against your mat. Make sure you have enough cushion for your elbows, of course. Dipping yourself back. Nice. Come on forward, flip your palms one more time. Slide your left arm over to the right. Free up your right elbow. Pop your right hand on your inner left wrist. Pick up your middle back. Push down with your forearm. Keep lifting up with your heart and dip yourself up and over to the left. Relax to come up. You know it. Push down with your left forearm. Lift up and over. I'm going to be quiet so you can be with your body. We're going to go about 8 to 10 reps, using your breath as you go. Wow, when we, it becomes hard to breathe, and I've experienced that many a time with smoke and ash. We recognize how precious it is to breathe and to have fairly healthy air. So as you go one last time, take a nice big breath in, really recognize that for yourself. And then pulling yourself back to neutral, landing your hands, tucking your toes. Let's slide our knees gently left and right. Little waistline twist. You can imagine the rib cage, the underside of the rib cage, kind of hovering up as you turn your knees. Nice pick up of the left rib as your knees go right. Pick up of the right ribs as your knees go left. 2 more times. Slide and glide. Hips go up and back, nice and easy. Inhale here. Big exhale out of your mouth, releasing. Inhale, lift up high into the toes. Exhale, roll through your spine, come forward to plank. Flip your heels over to the left, gently slide back in a squatty dog, bending the knees open through the right side of your back. Inhale to come forward, flip the heels over to the left, bend the knees, twisted squatty dog, knees bend, press down with your left hand. Gently come forward. This time we're going to land our right hip down. Nice and easy at the beach. Here we go. Pop your knees forward. Nice big inhale here. Settle your pelvis down so you feel the weight and support of your pelvis. And then we're going to lift what's this leg up here? This is the left leg. Lift up with your left knee, please. Keep lifting up with your left knee. Make sure your knee is a 90-degree angle, as well as your ankle and your hip joint. Looks like my knees are a little bit low. I'm going to make that 90 for myself. And then we're using the gallbladder chi. I always talk about the gallbladder chi as being supportive and stabilizing, mostly stabilizing. So if you've been affected by the disaster of the fire, we're going into our own bodies to create stability for ourselves as much as we can, right? It's not very reasonable to expect ourselves to feel stable right now, but what we can generate, here it is for us. Very nicely done. Opening through your chest as you work, so don't let your chest shut down here. Feel like your shoulder heads are wide to the side, lifting up with the knee as you plug the leg down. Relax to come back up. Last two, feeling the tissue spread across the back of the pelvis, creating a width for ourselves that might otherwise be compressed by the lateral fascia, the side body fascia, the outside of the pelvis fascia. Very good. We like to take our easy twist. So unbind that right arm, that under shoulder, and open yourself up. Find your left lung. Take some big breaths here. See if you can release your throat and drop your brain to the back of the cranium. If you want to turn your nose, you can, or you can just look up to the sky here. To add on, push down with your right leg, push down with your left leg, like you're sliding your legs down into the earth. Good, and then keep that gentle anchor, and we're going to take our left arm, slide it across your chest, slide it the inside of your right arm, and then make a half moon circle above your head. Can drag your fingers on the ground. It's kind of nice to have that ground connection. Making a rainbow arc over your head. I kind of lost space, but you get the idea. Slide the fingers across the chest, through the interior of your right arm, sliding over your right arm, and then reach the arm up and over your head, drawing a half rainbow. Good. Now let's go back to our legs. Find your anchor in your legs once again, and do 2 more reps, sliding yourself up and over, nice and gentle for the upper back, enjoying that shortening capacity, the support of the back of the shoulders you already created for yourself with those large intestine dips. Lifting the fingers up and over. Now stay here in your twist. Take 2 more breaths. Drop the back of your brain once again. So make space the front of your interior forehead. Big inhale, like let the left lung slide down into the rib cage. Very nice. Legs come back onto or legs slide towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. You come onto your back. And then we're going to send the left leg high to the sky. Nice, easy quad pumps today. This is for our lungs once again. So quads are for stomach. Stomach helps the lungs push pathogens and debris out of the lungs. So kick up with your left foot. That's going to engage your left quad. Your right foot is the helper, and the right foot smushes the left foot down. The left foot is resisting up to the sky the whole transverse from top to bottom. So you're resisting on the way down.
Feel your quad engage. Oh, mine is kind of lighting up here. I'm feeling the spice already. We're going to allow the heat that we generate in the stomach channel, which runs through the quads, to roll up through the belly, through the torso, and then come up into the chest cavity. Let's go for 2 more here in neutral. We got this. See if you can really allow your femur head to drop into the back of your pelvis and create a sense of grounding for yourself. Now we're going to turn our toes across the midline, changing the angle just ever so slightly, finding the rim of that outer left quad. Let's go for 5. For 4, your arms are long. Your left knee's trying to be over your left pelvis. Last one. Good job. Knees to your chest. Take a breather. Nice big inhale. And then find your hands on your kneecaps. Widen your knees in a butterfly. Wrap your legs back, down and around away from you, and then drag the legs up towards your nose. Knees go wide. Butterfly them out. Swoop them down towards your toesies or towards the end of the mat and come up towards your chest. Here we go. One more time. Wide butterfly hips coming up, and then give yourself a couple rocks into your lower back. Find your belly strength and a little momentum here to play. We're just going to come to our seat and then flip ourselves back into our tabletop. It's a downward dog, and we're going to walk it out. Yeah, sitting one heel and then the other heel. Your pelvis go up and back, bending into your knees. Enjoy the Achilles tendon release. Yeah, maybe we haven't been able to go outside and do our walking, so our lower legs are a little tighter than normal. Good, beautiful. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to roll through. This time we'll take it a little bit more into our up dog if you're ready. Knees find earth. Hands pull back, open through the front of the lungs. Let the back of the lungs concave, shortening in the back. Open through your nose, open through your eyes. And flare your nostrils. And then look down, come on forward. Good. We are going into our downward dog one more time. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll yourself out to plank. Just one round here, flipping your heels over to the right, bending into your knees. Squatty dog, spreading the left rib cage and the left lower back. Push into your left hand. Inhale, come forward to neutral. Heels flip over to the left, sitting into your squatty dog with a twist. Open through your low middle back. Good. Come forward nice and easy. Does it? Slide your left hip down onto the ground. I'm spinning around. So I'm with you. And here we go. Tabletop. We're at the beach. I'm curious, LA people, is the beach air is it decent? I know sometimes with the fires it's a reprieve to go down, but sometimes it's not. I've experienced both. Let's go knee high to the sky. Feel the tissue on your outer right hip, and then smush your leg down. Feeling the spread in the interior of the legs as you lift up with the knee. Kind of enjoy this float moment. Oh, and then keep reaching up with your knee as you plug the leg down, spreading through that right hip. Bravo, everyone. Very nicely done. You've got it. So gorgeous. But supporting your head or laying it down, letting your ear come down. I want to peek at you. Shayna, you're not in the dark for once. What a miracle. Good job, Jennifer. All right, Sarah, good to see you. Orapin, good. Good, Simone. Good, Megan. Yay, Mary. Mary, your hair looks lighter. Way to go, Laura. Gorgeous. Beautiful as always. Good, Emma. How about 3 more? Are we on it, team? Good, Kristen. Go, Alexis. Kath, it's dark. We're in reverse, right? The West Coast has the light, and the East Coasters were in the dark. Okay, very nice. You get to come into your easy twist. Unbind your bottom shoulder and let your legs be in any twist position that you feel good with. And then you're opening through your right lung here. Nice big breath. Let your weight settle back. When we get uptight, when our yang's not dropping down, it's hard to drop into the floor. So see if you can ask your body to drop into the floor. Good, and here comes our little rainbow arcs, letting the right hand transverse the front of your chest and graze over your arm, reaching the fingertips forward and out and away. And then on the floor, it's kind of nice to be connected to the floor, although you could float your fingers. You're making a snow angel above your head, so a rainbow above your head, crossing over the chest. Actually, palpitate your other arm. It's a nice way to make contact with yourself. Reaching up and over, anchoring into what's true, right? Our bodies, our spirits, the earth below us, reaching above our head. Here we go. Two more times. As the lungs are working here, so is the heart, letting the heart expand open as your arm opens up into that nice twist. This is your last pull. Here we go. Let your neck release. It should feel kind of sweet, gentle, and easy. You can press your legs down into the ground on this last one. Feel that anchoring of the legs in the pelvis as you extend through your right lung one more time. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, drop your heart and your lungs back. Let your right lung slide to the base of your rib cage on this very last exhale. Very good. And then bringing your back body to the ground, knees to your chest, give yourself a hug. And then here we go. The left foot comes down for a moment. Right hand, both hands, behind your right knee pit. Kick up with your right foot. I don't know what's going on with these socks. Keep falling all the way down. Looks like I have a crazy foot right now. Kick up with your right foot. Left foot on top. We're smushing the right foot down. Relax to come up. Keep kicking up with your right foot, finding that tissue engaged in the right quad. Now see this chain of fascia from the corner, the base of your pupil, actually, just below your pupil, zigzagging over your face, around your jaw, going down through the voice box, into the right nipple, down the outer rim of your rectus abdominis, going over the outer part of the front of the hip, down through the lateral quad, outside quad, down the shin, into the first and second toe. So see if you can track that chain of fascia, and then imagine that the heat and the chi that you're moving through this particular chain can rise up into the lungs and help there. So let your lungs receive this. Here we go. We have 5 towards the midline. Turn your toes just a hair over the midline, about 2 inches. Here we go. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Easy knees to the chest. This time we're going to go in opposite directions. So let one knee go, then the other knee go. Don't think too hard about it. Nothing needs to be correct here. Reverse your circle. Lubricating those hip joints. Letting the pelvis and the lower organs receive the movement. Here we go. It's a nice, easy rock, front and back, until we come to our tabletop. And it's a downward dog. I have to spin around. Here we go, downward dog. Beautiful. It's a right leg high to the sky. Nice big inhale. Exhale, curl and squeeze it forward, small ball. Puff the back of your heart towards the sky. Send the toes up and back. Inhale. Exhale, curl in, small ball. Very good. One more time. Then we're going into hamstrings here for nervous system toning. Step yourself through low lunge, back knee to the ground. Grab your blocks and pop them on highest height. If you don't have blocks and you're just popping in today, don't worry. You can have your hands on the ground or grab 2 big books or water bottles, etc. Kick your heel down as you slide your pelvis back. We don't need to straighten our front knee, but do feel that connection to the depths of your right hamstring. Good, here we go, tonifying our nervous system if we've experienced some shock. Even if you're not in California, this applies to most of us, right? Letting our nervous system cool off. This chain of fascia goes right up to the brain too. So see if you can imagine your brain getting a little soft. Hard to sense into our spinal column, but also impacting the spinal column here. So you can imagine your spinal column getting a little bit juicy. And if gallbladder is stability, bladder, what we're doing now is support. So generating a particular kind of chi that has a supportive frequency or is associated with support, and creating that for yourself and for others here. Or we don't even have to create it, it's already there for us. We're just creating an access point, stimulation point. You have 4 more. Any angle play that you want to get at. We are going to do spleen here in a while, so don't worry about your inner hamstring. We're going to do a pyramid floss today too. So we'll get more lateral and inner hamstrings. But anywhere you need to go right now, last 3 or 2. And 1. Very nice. Step it forward, forward bend. Top of the mat. Give yourself a shake out of the head. Let it go. Bend the knees. Deeply bending here and roll through your spine. Press through the feet. Arms go high to the sky. Clasp the hands behind the head. Cradle the head as you pull your hands forward and kick your head back. Feel your right lung. Feel your left lung. Nice big inhale. Exhale, stay, press your feet down. Feel the length you've created on that right side, or even the dropping down on that right side. That anchoring, that grounding force of your yang qi dropping. Now, start to curl your nose towards your chest, softness in your knees, please. Power in your belly as you articulate through your spine. Beautiful sequential movement here. Halfway up, lift to look forward. Nice big inhale. Ditch your blocks, step it back. 1 more downward dog here for our second side. Left leg goes up and back. Inhale. Exhale, curl and hug. Small ball, tiny ball. Lungs spread on the back. Lungs get compressed on the front. As your toes go back, lungs open on the front and they compress in the back. Let's keep our focus there. Kind of a fun play. Closing off the front of the lungs, spreading the back. Letting them wing out like butterfly wings. Now, find the spread in the front. I think, I don't know why, but a fruit roll up, opening up a fruit roll up kind of came to me there. Kind of a fun little play. Knee to nose. You have 1 more time. Toes go up and back. And then step it through. Pop that foot forward. Bring your back knee to the ground. And here we go, hamstring. Pulling the heel back as you slide back. Good. You know what's cool is how adaptive we are as humans. And we see that expressed in our fascia. And whenever our body is in need of something, our body has this amazing capacity to adapt even at the speed of light. And what's also cool is that we never lose this ability to adapt. From the day we're born to the day we die, the process might be a little bit more creaky as we get older, maybe less potent immediately, but the ability to adapt is always available to us and is occurring in this moment right now. So you change your hamstring, you're sending a signal to the cells that do the adapting, and you're saying, hello, I'm sending you some extra energy. I'm sending you some love. I'm trying to take care of you here. And that is impactful. So we're doing some good stuff here on the mat right now. Thanks for joining today. Staying with yourself. See if you can practice your self-soothing. If we now bring our attention to our nervous system, how might you self-soothe? Let your neck be soft. You can let go of your face. Very nice. Good, Melanie. Play your angles. Good, Phil. Couple more to go. You are amazing. Well done. Here we go. It's a forward bend. This time we're going to take a little seaweed sway. So you can stay with the support of the blocks. Keep your hands on the blocks and then let your spine rock right and left. Or if you're feeling groovy, you can let your arms go, drag them on the ground. You could grab opposite elbows. You can let your feet be wider if you want. Knees are always soft. Please let your head go all the way and enjoy this little release here. Feet have a potency by plugging them into the ground. Thank you so much. Gorgeous. So that'll support your low back as you create release in your legs. Nice. Gorgeous, Emma. Good. Let's bring that to stillness. You can bring your feet back to pelvis distance, halfway up so that blood comes out of your head. And let's bend into our right knee. Loop your left arm back towards your hip and then up towards the sky. Swim it forward. Take a reach towards the top of your mat and land your hand on your block. Stay with me. We're going to flip sides. Left knee bends, right fingers back. Reach it up and over like you're going for a swim in the purest water. Ooh, some salt water to clear the body. That might be nice. Aim for yourselves when you can. Right knee bends, left leg is long. Reaching the arm up and over and towards the top of your mat. Switcheroo. Bend into your left knee. Now, can you really push into your right pinky side of the foot here? Feel the top, the zenith point, and then reach yourself forward. Here we go. Two more. Bending into your right knee, left foot really plugging, open through your lung. Say hello to that spread of your wingspan. Good. And how expansive are you despite our circumstances, right? It's hard. It's easy, maybe easier for me to say that right now. I recognize that. But just tapping into your expansive nature as a human. Drop your head, pop your hands into your back blocks, release the back of your head big time here. We're going to take 3 plies. Bend down, look forward like you're saying hello to the front of your mat. Press your feet down, lift the pelvis up. Doesn't matter how much your knees extend, but I do want you to push your feet into the ground. Good job. 2 more. Plie, bend, look forward. Press down with the feet. Pick up your pelvis as you press your feet down. Head releases all the way. Woo! One more time. Inhale, look forward. Press the feet down. Lift the pelvis up. And then grab at the back of the head. Give yourself a little bit of traction. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Fabulous. Look forward one more time. The legs might be a little tired and shaky. One knee down, then the other knee down. Let's do some lung opening now for we really prepped our lungs. We haven't actually stretched our chest all the way. So if you have blocks here, you're going to take one on highest height and one on middle. So we have a little T. Looks like this. If you don't have blocks, the edge of the couch or coffee table, perfect. You can also do this walking. So you're going to press your arm on the wall and you're going to walk forward and back to open through the chest and then close it off. If you're here with me on tabletop, we're also going to cactus our arm. You're going to take your forearm to the block and then walk yourself away from your block setup so that you're kind of nice and neutral here. Your arm's still in that cactus and your torso is about 6 inches away from the blocks, I'd say. Push down with your forearm to engage your right. I'm on my right side, pardon me. If you're on the left, it doesn't matter. We'll switch immediately. Push down with the arm that's on the blocks. I realize I didn't say which side. Dip your heart down. Pick your lungs back up. Press down into your forearm, into the blocks, engaging through the left lungs, the right lungs, both lungs. Both lungs are engaged. Whichever arm is down, that's the one you're focused on. Good. Let's go in slow-mo for 2. Just give me slow-mo for 2. See what you find here. Really digging in. One more for slow-mo, and then you can find your own tempo. Good. 3 more on your own tempo. Go ahead. I like your choices here. I see different setups. Well done. Some of us like the rotation too. I see. I think Emma's doing a little turn away. You peekaboo towards your armpit, your elbow pit, and then you look away from your elbow. Yeah. Okay, one more wherever we're at. It's a lot of work working our lungs, right? Find it harder at the end of the day to do lungs. And let's see, that's because lung time of day is really the very, very early morning. So we're very far away from lung hour. Easier to do our hamstrings in the evening because we're in hamstring hour according to the organ clock. Arm in cactus, please. Although we're not all on the same time, I realize. But anyways, the West Coasters are most far away from lung time of day right now, actually. Good. Dip yourself down. Here we go. A couple to warm up, and then we'll go into slow-mo. See if you can imagine the base of your lung dragging towards your belly, past the diaphragm. Imagine it going down towards your belly button. Won't go that far, but that first lobe of the lung in the upper chest really spreading all the way up to the collarbone, and the lower lobe spreading down towards the diaphragm and really going over the diaphragm. Really beautiful to watch the mechanism of the lungs. Or we're not saying mechanism anymore, we're saying function. We love that so much more. And here we go for slow-mo. Good job, everyone. And then on your own timing for 3, please. That looks great. Well done. Thanks, everybody. Good job. Cool. Okay, come on up. Let's have a seat on our block or a pillow or a thick something or other, whatever you got. Feet a little bit forward. We're going to do small intestine. Elbows inside the knees, hands together to help us process shock and intensity. So small intestine helping us sort through and also helping us understand and accept the feelings that we're having. Your elbows push out. That engages the tissue on the back of the shoulder and into the middle back. Your hands push together to create a little bit more leverage. And I like to take this gentle C curve in my spine. You're welcome to go deep into the C curve as the elbows come together and then sit up nice and tall. You can keep it simple though and have more of a neutral spine, up to you. We're going to go for 6. 2. And 1. Very nice. We'll take the block out. Let's take pericardium so that we stay open. Fingers face towards our tushy. Soften into the elbows. Let your sacrum slide. So you're in a sinky chest shape. Hands pull forward on the mat and we start to take our heart up. Let's coax the tissue and not force the tissue. You guys know the drill. Nice and easy here. Pulling your hands forward, squeezing in the front of the shoulder head. But really, this can be a micro movement and still be quite effective. So watch the sensation level in your shoulder head. Your body will tell you if you've gone too far. And try not to go too far. Gorgeous. You have 1 or 2 more left. Here we go. This time on our last one, we'll add our chin. Squeeze your chin towards your heart. Then as your chest lifts, so does your chin. Squeeze through the throat, clearing that space there in the tissue in the front of the throat. Chin picks up. And then exhale, soften yourself down. Good. Come into your seat. Find kidney. Let's tone our kidneys as well. Squeeze our knees together and then land the knees to the outside. Relax to come up. Squeeze in. Keep squeezing in. Now there's a nice point for replenishment of energy between your ankle bone and your Achilles tendon, just in the groove right there. So you can push your thumbs into that point as you're doing this floss. Good. Yes. Some of us like this one sitting up tall, and you can use your hands instead. So just decide what you like. Good. Fantastic. Okay. So we want to do a little spleen and a little bladder. I think we're at time already, but some of us can go over. We're just going to do 3 spleens on each side. This kind of completing for long. Doesn't matter which side you're on. Let's just go for it. Pull your front heel back. You're in a dragon lunge and your arms are on the inside of your stance. Good. And you have 2 more times. Let your lower back release. Notice your breathing. Has it a little bit juicier? I hope so for you. And maybe our body's starting to stabilize slightly. Heel toe your front leg towards your midline a hair, not all the way, but so it's in its own leg. Grab your blocks. Pick yourself up. Here comes bladder. Here we go. 1 more round for bladder. Bend your back knee. Your front leg stays straight. You push into your front foot into the ground. Bending into your back knee. Your front leg stays straight. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. This is where you'll start to notice the opening you created in your chest for yourself. Here in this forward bend where it's hard for the chest to be open, you've actually created a lot of space today. Nice. And then for second side, we're going to reverse it because there's no right or wrong. So switch your legs, but have pyramid first. Pyramid first. Lift up onto your back toes. Pull your front leg forward and bend into your back knee. Gorgeous. Inhale to come forward. Pull back with your front heel. Sit into your back knee and put your booty back in an imaginary chair behind you. That's it. You got it now. Or Gina. Some of us want to come up a little higher with our hands on a ledge. I love that idea, especially if we're dealing with SI or sacrum instability. I'm sorry, SI or lumbar instability. Sacrum's included in the SI joint. 2 more. Here we go. Juice it up. Last one. Back knee to the floor. Let your arms come into the inside of your leg. Pull your front heel back as you slide back. Relax to come forward. Heel pulls back. Relax to come forward. Good. 2 more, please. spleen helps us recognize the interconnected relationship that we have with all living beings. And when some people are suffering, it reminds us that we're all suffering. When we're at peace, we impact others to be more at peace. So just recognizing the nature of our interconnectedness here, keeping those that need it in our prayers and thoughts today. Thank you for showing up and working on your bodies. When we feel better in our bodies, we make a better world. Just by when we feel better, we're nicer people. That's bottom line. So appreciate you. Glad we could all gather this evening. We'll be back. Let's come here and sit on our seats for a second. We'll be back normal time on Thursday. Hopefully, West Coasters, if you can, see you then too. And I'm so happy to see you. I'm going to put this light down because it's a little too much. And here for anyone that needs to chat a little bit. Thanks, Mary, for coming. Hope you're doing okay.
Thank you, Bon.
Water. Thank you, Dan. I forgot the microphone, but it's all packed for my trip, so it'll be on the mic again on Thursday, just as a heads up.
Thank you, Bonnie. Hope you had a happy birthday.
Thanks, Kath. I did. It was great. Thank you. Steph, thank
Thanks,
you.
Bon.
Thanks, team. Good to see everybody.
Thank you, Bonnie. This is just right.
Good. I'm so glad. Thanks.
Take
Mel.
care, everyone.
Yes, take care.
Take care.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks,
Safe
Bonnie.
travels again.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday as well.
Thanks, Phil. Appreciate
Birthday,
that.
it's still birthday week though, right?
That's it. And then
Yep.
my trip is for my birthday, so
Oh, great. Yeah.
so we'll keep going. Tougher to celebrate when everything's going on in LA, but you know, it's
Yeah.
playing of it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk soon.
See you Thursday, I guess.
Yeah, see you Thursday. Ciao.
Okay.
Thanks, team.
Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
team.